Here to talk about our new gear rack. This is our interior rack system that we're going to start offering in all of our Jeep JKs, the 2-door and the 4-door. So this is the system that we have. This is just my layout, but the nice thing about the rack system, you can have the rack anywhere, in any one of these slots. The adjustments on the side plates, it's fully adjustable. This is the short for the guy that just wants to run the gear tray. We also have a bigger hinge layout to run a gear tray, 2 gear trays, 3 gear trays if you wanted, spring latches, a bottle rack, so you can put your water bottles, transmission, engine oil, coolant, has holes in it so you can tie your stuff down. We also have a towel rack so that you can hang a towel, your shirt, clothes, whatever on the rack, even tie down. When you use the bigger bracket and you have the shelf or gear rack in the top location, you need to use either the towel rack or a bottle rack or something on the bottom so that it keeps the whole rack and everything strong and in shape. The good thing about the gear rack is that you don't need to do any welding. You don't have to use any major tools. There's no drilling. We use the seat belt brackets to mount the rear adjustable bracket. In the front, we use the soft top brackets to mount the pivot point in the front. So you can pull the pins, lower the gear tray down, load your stuff, and then put it up. Makes it really handy, easy. The reason why we built this is because every time we go 4-wheeling, camping, all of our stuff gets all strewn throughout the Jeep. This way you keep your stuff organized, up high. This works really good for all your camping gear, your tent, your sleeping bag, clothes, food. Works out really well for that. So then you have a lot of freedom inside the Jeep to put other heavier stuff, your cooler, and all your other things inside. We have a lot of other accessories that we're going to start adding. It really helps organizing and keeping your stuff tied in, and it's a good way to go. So I'm going to show the rack with some camping gear on the top, just kind of get an idea of what we use it for. Your mats, your tent, a couple sleeping bags, it's your clothes, you know, and some gear in the front. This thing will hold over 100 pounds. So it's easy, just pull these 2 and then lock it up. Then now, the top holds all your gear in place. You can tie it down, there are holes in the side to, you know, tie down your gear. But when you have a soft top, you'll hold it in. It'll also work with a hard top. It's nice because when you have all the gear in it and you push it all up, everything's really tight, so it definitely won't rattle. It makes it really quiet. And plus being aluminum makes it real lightweight because all that stuff gets kind of heavy. So it works out really good. Rack positions for the rack, bottle tray, and the towel rack. If you just wanted the rack, we have a smaller hinge for the front. Goes in the same location. It's a little bit lower than that one. So the rack would be a little lower, but then you'd only need the hinge part for the front, the gear rack, the rear bracket mount, and the pins. If you're running a soft top, you need this pin. So it's a quick release pin for mounting. There we go. It's a tight fit, so no rattling. So goes into this location. You take the plastic receiver for the top out. You add this aluminum receiver piece, and it goes in this position. You add this pin to lock in the top and the rack. It's really simple. And then we have a quick release pin that goes in here with a little ball so that we don't get rattled. Plus then if you need to take your top off, it's easier. Just pull a pin, top comes off. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, we have a bracket that we made for the guys that might not want to use the aluminum back section. Your mounting part that we have for the 2-door and the 4-door JK. This will only work in the 2 doors. If you want to do a weld on bracket, you can weld it to the roll bar, okay? And you don't need to actually use the pins. You could use, we're gonna start selling a Heim joint system to where you can mount this solid, so that it doesn't have the pins, so it doesn't move up or down. But this is the best way to have it. Having it able to go up and down, plus having the aluminum bracket for all the adjustment is the best way. But I have a couple guys that wanted to weld straight to the roll bar, so it's mounted up there and it stays. So we're going to offer it. It's a quick and easy little bracket that you can weld on, and this is only for the 2 doors.